Luke Tidies Up, The Large Family by Jill Murphy. Is my boomerang in there? Lester called to his dad. Mr. Large was in the garage, searching for a screwdriver. Don't ask me, Lester, said Mr. Large. It's impossible to find anything in all this clutter. Mr. Large turned around and got one foot stuck in a bucket. That does it, he said grimly. Things are going to change around here. Mr. Large strode into the living room. I'm launching Operation Spring Clean, he bellowed. This place is an absolute tip. That's a bit drastic, Larry, objected Mrs. Large. I'd say it was more lived in. She tripped over a pair of slippers and collapsed into a chair. On the other hand, Mr. Large handed out boxes. You all need to look through your things, he said. Anything you don't use anymore goes into these boxes and we'll give them away. Lester, Laura and Luke hurried off to sort out their toys. Sebastian arrived to play with Luke, so Mr. Large sent him upstairs to help out with Operation Spring Clean. Sebastian found Luke's police car out in the toy cupboard. The boys whooped and screamed as the car chased them around the bedroom. Mr. Large looked in through the bedroom door. Stop messing about and get on with it, he ordered. Laura was putting a few old toys into her box, but every time she turned her back, Lucy took them out again. At last, Laura saw what Lucy was doing. So that's why it's taking so long, she giggled. This one's got to go, Sebastian said, holding up an old teddy. It's falling to bits. But that's Mr. Teddy, said Luke sadly. He was my first ever toy. Cool move, Luke, said Lester. Finally getting rid of that soppy teddy. You're right, said Luke. No room for cuddlies in my toy collection. Mr. Large walked into Laura's bedroom. It's looking great in here, Laura, he said. Then he looked into her toy box. It was empty. Lucy and I thought the toys looked much better on the shelf, said Laura with a hopeful smile. I wish today was over, sighed Luke, gazing around the gleaming kitchen. Me too, said Mrs. Large. It's so tidy I can't find a thing. There we are, said Mr. Large happily. It's looking good. Not a speck of clutter in sight. But Mrs. Large wasn't happy. It may look good, but it all feels wrong, she said crossly, and I happen to like some of the old clutter. Luke looked around his tidy bedroom. He peered into the empty toy cupboard. Then a fierce look swept across his face. I don't care, he shouted. He's my Mr. Teddy, and I want him back. Luke stomped out to the garage to rescue Mr. Teddy, but the boxes of old toys had gone. Luke shuffled back to his bedroom. Mrs. Large was standing in front of the toy cupboard. The room's spotless, she said. Dad will be pleased. I don't care what anyone thinks, said Luke. I hate spring cleaning. I liked all my toys, and I didn't mean to give the special ones away. Mrs. Large smiled. She opened the cupboard door. The shelves were full of toys. Luke ran over to the shelves. Looking for something in particular? Asked Mr. Large from the doorway. He was holding a big box with Mr. Teddy sitting on top. Luke grabbed his toy and hugged it. Mr. Large held up an old toy crocodile. Hey, that's my old crocky, said Lester. Luke looked at him in surprise. I used to play with it when I was a baby, said Lester, blushing. That evening, the house was back to normal with toys all over the floor. This is more like it, Mrs. Large said happily. You're right, dear, said Mr. Large. The Large household is perfect just the way it is.